Dun, dun, da, 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 da. I love that jingle. Such a good jingle. Now, I like breaking these stages up, personally, so I can tell which sort of episodes are going to be what. But anyway, Launch Octopus's stage is rather unique, as it's completely underwater pretty much. And as you see, gives us an enormous jump as opposed to this dinky jump we got up above land. Look at that. That's pitiful. But look at that. Woo! We have one heart tank to find in this stage. And 5 bosses to fight in this stage. This being one of them. Now, this first one isn't too much of a problem to deal with. It's the second one I don't like fighting. The second one really does suck because the second one is parked right by some instant kill spikes. Right here, actually. That was actually kind of close. I've never actually survived being pulled into that pit and wall jumped out in this fight. But this thing really does suck. Just use your dash on this tiny little piece of land and you'll avoid being pulled into the instant kill spikes. Now, we have these jet turbines as well, which are really nice. So get your Storm Tornado ready because that is the next thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be going up there onto that battleship. What we're going to do on that battleship is we're going to shoot our Storm Tornado once into the glass, completely just wrecking this ship. This destroys the spikes down here, allowing us to progress to our third mini boss of the game of the stage. Now keep your Storm Tornado charged and unleash it on this very easy dragon. Its head is the weakness. Remember that. Don't bother targeting the body or the tail. It's only the head that's weak to damage. So that's how we get our next heart tank. Very nice. Moving on. We actually have to charge our Storm Tornado up one more time because we have another very easy dragon. So again, unleash your Storm Tornado on this very easy dragon. And he goes down like a bitch. So these fish robots, if you shoot fast enough, don't really do any damage. I actually don't know if they do damage. I know they just waste your time, but I don't know if they do damage. So anyway, get your rolling shield ready because that is Launch Octopus's weakness. Now, I don't know any viable strategies for Launch Octopus. He's got 2 attacks. 3 if you want to count his vortex. Now, Launch Octopus actually has 2 types of torpedo attacks in his arsenal. He's got homing ones and non-homing ones. However, he also likes to jump, use his homing torpedo in conjunction with his normal torpedoes, and jump all at the same time. So, which is why I don't have any viable strategies for Launch Octopus. I just strong arm and War of Attrition him to death. And because we have so many sub-tanks and so much health, you shouldn't actually be worried about dying to Launch Octopus. The most annoying part of the fight is him using his torpedoes to shield himself from one of your attacks. But for beating him, we get the Horming torpedo. Not homing, Horming. But that is the weakness of our next Maverick. That is Boomakuanga's weakness. So we're going to head there next. Such a good jingle. They should use it for every Mega Man game. I don't know if they changed it for the later X games, but There is one more thing we gotta get here in Boomerang stage. We have nothing but a lowly heart tank to pick up. I'm just gonna go around the Hammer Joe. I'm not even gonna the spiked ball Hammer Joe. Now, Boomerang's stage gives me very much so Mega Man 1 vibes. What do I mean? Well, you see, his stage is very vertical, making me think heavily of Elecman's stage. And then there's Boomerang himself, who's very, very mobile, and has a boomerang-like attack, which is very much so reminiscent of Cutman, also from Mega Man 1. However, unlike Mega Man 1, there's no magnet beam to help you out in this stage. Now, this is the most annoying... That's the most annoying part of Boomerang's stage, is that elevator sequence, because it's filled with those pink head guys, which I cannot stand for the life of me. And also, the instant kill spikes. So, yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Not going over there this time. Just gonna stick to this side. Nope. Now, I believe it's not because of the instant kill spikes, it's a combination of the instant kill spikes and being crushed in that part of the stage. So, this is my least favorite part of the stage as well. Well, one of them, right beside the elevator sequence. Because you have to deal with these turret things. Now, dealing with the turrets isn't too bad because you can just destroy the turrets. However, it's the respawn rates of the turrets that makes this kind of annoying. Because if you off-screen the turret guys, even by a few pixels, the turret guys come back full force, ready to wreck your day. However, if you just continue on with your merry way, you don't really have to deal with the respawn rates. So there's two ways to get this heart tank. You can either use your Boomerang weapon, which we don't have, takes too much time, or you can fully charge Chill Penguin's weapon and ride it like a surfboard, dash, and veer left after dash jumping to get up here. Now, I don't think I actually have enough health to viably deal with Boomerang. I might. I hope I have enough. But this is where the respawn rates get kind of annoying in terms of this game in particular. Because of all these obnoxious turret enemies. However, if you mind your platforming and don't get too overzealous, you should be just fine getting up here. However, now I know I don't have enough health to deal with Boomerang. So I'm going to use this one sub-tank that's not completely full, and we're going to get our Hormang Torpedo ready, because that is Boomerang's weakness. Now, Boomerang has basically two attacks, and one of them is a teleport, and it conjunctures with his dash. Now, touch damage is still a thing, so don't get hit by him, because he'll use his speed to just to close the distance between you and him. He can also use his boomerang cutter, which, like I said, reminds me very much so of Cutman. If you dash jump off the wall over him, you shouldn't really be too worried too much about his boomerang cutter, nor his dash. However, he also has a grab attack, where if he grabs you with his horns, he can throw you into the ceiling. It's kind of an annoying attack, but Boomerang himself, not too dangerous. But Boomerang Cutter, that's what we get for beating him. Pretty much the, rolling cutter from Mega Man 1. So, back to Spark Mandrill's stage, because... we are going to get our last sub-tank from there. Now, getting the last sub-tank, we had to wait until we had Boomer Clanger's weapon, which we now have, so we can get that. Now, in order to get the last sub-tank, we're going to get our Boomerang Cutter equipped. We're going to jump. At the peak of our jump, we're going to shoot. That'll cause the Boomerang Cutter to go down, pass through our sub-tank, and pick it up for us and bring it to us. So we're going to exit the stage, and we're going to move on to Sting Chameleon, our last Maverick of the game.